because they can't see you. Okay. Think the stream is probably live.
Okay.
I think we're ready.
Hello. Hi.
It's very, very homemade. So even this little light which you can't see, it's still not good enough. I still have a shadow of my fringe on my forehead.
That's okay. We like homemade. It's very cozy. We're
Yay.
hanging out in Dwayne's bedroom.
Yes.
Oh, Dwayne.
Alright.
Am I safe with you?
Yeah, nobody is home, so you might not be safe. And Halloween is over, but I'm gonna keep it going. So
Okay. Then you may not be safe with me.
Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. This is the first episode. Denise Tan here has agreed to come on and be the first victim.
Guinea pig.
Guinea
so
pig.
if everything goes wrong, it's his fault.
Yeah,
No, actually, it's my fault. I promise you, it will get better. So keep on watching episodes after this one.
So generally how it works is that I post like relevant articles that I think are really cool, like tips and tricks and things like that related to health, technology and entertainment on the Facebook page. And then on the YouTube page, we just come on here very casually to just talk about some of these topics that we posted.
Yes.
So yeah, let's get into it.
Right.
Let's see now. The first topic under health is...
Oh, I'm not supposed to look.
You're not supposed to look. No, that's for later. Because those questions are for you later. But yeah, you can't look. You can't look.
Okay. It's like a
so
quiz.
It's like a quiz. No, but this one is about the haze.
Okay.
So it's still going on till November, end of November.
They say even till next March or something.
Huh?
Okay, I don't mean to be a rumor monger. I mean, anything we discuss here is just purely our own opinion.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really based on any fact or fact checking. What I did hear is that it's going to last till March. But the funny thing is that it got really, really intense, like maybe 2 weeks ago, and suddenly it's kind of back to normal. I mean, just this morning I was checking the PSI and it was like 54, which is moderate, like A-okay, normal Singapore weather.
So do you think it'll be here? Do you think the clear skies are going to stay?
Well, the thing is, I mean, I don't speculate, right? Because just when you go, alright, the haze is gone, then it's gonna come back. So just be thankful for every day that we are haze-free, because you never know. I mean, what was it, 2 weeks ago we had like maybe 60 something PSI reading in the day, and then that night it went up to almost 500. It was mad.
It was crazy. So what do you do? What do you do to avoid that? Do you do much? I mean, you drive around your car, so you're pretty safe, right? You just
I feel kind of guilty because actually driving in my car, I'm safe, I'm breathing the nice air-conditioned air, but...
So you think.
Yes, but I feel like I'm also contributing to, air pollution. So it's a bit of a vicious cycle. But then if I were to walk, then, I'll be choking to death outside. I don't even own an N95 mask or anything. I really should.
You just walk about.
Hold my breath when I have to be outdoors.
Do you worry about your folks though? Like I do sometimes when when they're
Oh yeah, all of us were coughing in the house.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. So do you leave your aircon on in the house?
I ironically do not. Not that you need to know.
Well, speaking of aircon, I mean, not that you guys need to know, but is this too cold for you?
No, this aircon is very comfortable.
Really? Okay, if it gets too cold, I'll turn it down.
No, I love the cold. I love the cold.
Okay,
but the ironic thing is, I don't sleep with the air conditioner on.
Huh.
I like to save electricity and I have the fan on. I find that it's just fine. Like, I don't usually, wake up in a pool of sweat or anything. So, the haze hasn't really affected my sleeping patterns, apart from the fact that with the haze, when it gets really intense, then you realize your house is not actually airtight,
Yeah.
Somehow the smog, the haze, the particles will start like creeping into your house through the windows, whatever little cracks and seams there are.
And on the political front though, let's not get too political, but like, what do you think is happening? Do you think it's really to do with the palm oil, well, some of that palm oil production?
Yeah.
And then the rest of it is what? Clearing forests?
Slash and burn. I mean, I think that's an age-old farming technique. I mean, we used to study that in geography, didn't we?
Yeah. And then they also said El Nino. Is it El Nino?
I think it's a combination.
Making it, like, even worse.
It's a combination of everything. I guess it's irresponsible companies that are allowing these things to happen. They're not following legislation or law. I think it's people who are not educated but have to, earn a living, who are doing the slashing and burning.
Yeah.
It is also weather. I think our weather patterns have changed definitely over the years.
Yeah.
I mean, this is me trying to sound all, scientific and knowledgeable, but your guess is as good as mine.
So do you do anything like, in terms of like do you try and find out which are the companies that
Okay, so this is the thing, all right. I went and I checked what are the companies, like international companies that don't use palm oil products, or don't use palm oil in the production of their products.
Right.
And the very, very sad thing for a vain girl like me, and I do love my makeup, is many
oh my gosh,
many well-known companies still have palm oil in a lot of their products. So it's easy to say, okay, let's cut it out of our life entirely. But you would be really surprised at how many products you use on a daily basis have a little bit of palm oil as part of it.
It's just hard to avoid, lah.
It's really hard to avoid. So the thing is that I'm not saying that, because everything is, full of palm oil, let's just not use the stuff. But
in moderation, maybe?
I guess when there's a demand, there's always going to be a supply, right? So
I guess,
it's hard to be part of the problem.
It is, but I guess it's hard because there's also very few things that we can turn to if not these products. So I guess what we can do a little bit is sort of to try and use less of these products as much as possible, and hopefully because of consumer demand, they will have to come up with alternative products and mass produce it, so it's also cheaper for us. Well, but just speaking of, you said, I caught you on you said companies just now. Did you hear about the there was a breakdown the MRT at Tampines, and then
yes, I saw it.
Someone typed penis.
Yes.
And it went viral.
I saw
Sorry,
it.
just a random
I wonder if that was on purpose because they were just so mad with all the breakdowns, or it was a genuine. Was it a genuine mistake?
I think it was a genuine mistake.
Just like I typed too fast, I'm sorry. Oh, I didn't even realize.
You get in trouble in Singapore if you...
I'm pretty sure whoever it was who did it is in trouble already, since it's gone viral, right?
Yeah. New job, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so still on health. So now let's talk about dieting. I remember when we did Hansel and Gretel, a lot of the cast... It's a musical about food.
Yes.
By Wild Rice. And but yet... Not me though. I think I would disappear.
Yeah, you would disappear.
But a lot of the cast were dieting on this.
Yes, because you know why? We were supposed to play twins. Now, look at us. Okay, I had to go on a diet just to try and look a little bit more Dwayne-like.
I was trying to eat as much as I was going to live it. Trying to eat as much as I could.
Somehow we would meet in the middle. But I think that part of why we all kind of, not all of us, but quite a few of us went on this diet, is because it works, number one. Number two, if you want a diet to work, I think it's been scientifically proven that if you have other people who are doing the diet with you, it works even better because you have accountability partners and you spur each other on, and you can cook for each other, and it actually turns out to be quite a lot of fun, even though you're depriving yourself of many foods like deep fried things, sugary things, because we cut out oil, we cut out sugar. I mean, we're still eating 4 meals a day. It's just that it was very controlled and very healthy.
But I remember you guys saying that after the diet, when you tasted food, you realized everything tasted so much better.
Yes.
So it's almost like we've conditioned ourselves to have everything, sugary, salty, to the point that it's actually not even basically what we generally need.
I think that with whatever we're eating, whatever we put into our bodies, a lot of the stuff is over seasoned, whether it's too sugary, too salty, it's full of hydrogenated fats, everything to make things last longer and to taste better. A lot of artificial stuff. And I think our taste buds and our bodies have been conditioned to just want that, and then we crave it more, and then you don't even realize that actually if you cut out all that stuff and you prepare your food from scratch, you cook your own food, vegetables, meat, and you use minimal seasoning, it really brings out the flavor, the natural flavor of the vegetable that you're eating, or the piece of chicken you're eating, or the prawns. Suddenly prawns taste so sweet and there's barely any seasoning on them. And it was a reconditioning of our taste buds, I think.
Right, yeah. So, but then once you come off your diet and you taste these wonderful flavors, does it last for a very long time? Or then do you have to go back to the diet to re-savor these kind of experiences? So what are you on right now? Are you just? I'm
on my happy pills. No.
So what is food like right for you? I mean, for me, I try to stay away from meat, and but it's moderation as well. But just curious, just because you are a celebrity guest, we want to know what you're eating.
Hardly celebrity,
Or,
but
or even just some recommendations. Sorry, I'm all over the place.
What am I eating these days? I think that you can't sustain a diet forever. A diet is there for a period of time because you want to hit a certain goal. Let's say you want to get healthier, you want to detox, or you want to lose some weight. But I don't think you can stick to the diet forever, and that's why I'm not on a diet. I think that somehow you have to find something that works for you, and I think that I try to eat whatever I want in moderation, and then if I find that I'm overeating, then my dress gets a bit tighter, then I know, okay, you just have to move more. And so it's not about what I eat now. I think, everybody knows I love fries with a lot of salt.
Yeah, she really does.
And so if I have that, I will have to move a little bit more. Sorry, you now can see my Benny up and down.
From Denise to Benny.
Yeah, Denise. Okay, anyway.
But having said that, I mean, if you're not even on a diet or anything, you look really, really amazing in that Wonder Woman costume.
Thank you.
Is that for the Subaru Challenge? Is that the first time you're hosting it with costumes?
Yes.
How did that come about?
I think it's
was it your decision? It must
no,
have been your decision.
I think that it was kind of like because the Subaru Challenge kicked off on the 31st of October, which was Halloween, and they had a very special like Walking Dead booth, kind of all part of the Halloween celebration. There were zombies, and a few of us who were game, me, said, okay, we'll dress up, all part of the festivities. So I picked Wonder Woman, and Vanetta, my colleague from Gold 905, she was... she was a Singapore girl in her
that's
kabaya.
Right. With fangs, right?
With fangs, so she was a vampire in kabaya. Get it?
Oh. I saw someone dressed up as Oya-san.
Oh, really? So, I guess what we did was we just went around trick-or-treating, because at the Subaru Challenge, besides the contestants, they're just standing there, hopefully we put a smile on their face because we look so ridiculous. But also they have a lot of supporters or, people from the public just walking by, watching what's going on. And so we were there, like, saying hi to kids, trick-or-treating, that sort of thing.
Nice.
Yeah.
I suppose it's easier for them this year because it's the first time this is indoors because of the haze, right?
Well, it's not quite
It's aircon,
indoors.
right? Oh, it's not. It's a tent, right?
Yeah, it's a tent with the capacity for air conditioning, but because the haze hasn't been too bad, it's been kind of open. I think that if the haze gets really bad, then they'll close it up and then it'll be air conditioned. But there is shelter, so it is slightly different because they don't get the extremes of the weather, like if it's pouring rain or the sun is beating down. I think they will still feel the effects of it. Maybe a little bit of rain will come in. It'll still be very warm, but not as extreme as it was before. So right now it's really a test of how long you can stay awake standing with a palm on a car until you win the Subaru XV.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to technology now.
Okay.
I think we still have quite a bit of time.
All right.
Let's see. So on one of our posts on our Facebook page, there was this thing about a selfie toaster.
Okay.
Right. Usually we introduce gadgets to you that are a bit more useful, but I just thought this was fun to talk about.
Okay.
So would you? The question is, eat a selfie of yourself, or who? Okay. First of all, would you eat a selfie toast? And then, if you would you eat a selfie toast of yourself, or someone that you like, or someone that you hate, or?
It's very gimmicky, right? I think it's the kind of gift you would give somebody who has everything. It's kind of a novelty. I can't imagine anyone actually taking it extremely seriously. It's like a gag joke. Like, why would you want to... Okay, let me just try and understand how it works. You take a selfie of yourself, right? And then it's a machine that will...
And then you send it to the company.
Okay, and then it makes a toasting... Sort of so when you toast your bread, your face gets toasted into the bread. And
I know, it's so weird. I don't think I would want to even eat a...
I have no qualms about it because after all, it's still toast. It's quite yummy with butter and Bovril. No, but I think
there are Marmite chips, by the way. Have you heard of them?
Yes.
Okay,
they are delicious.
We're advertising now.
Or Vegemite, if you prefer.
Oh, Vegemite chips. Was it Marmite or Vegemite chips? Oh no, the chips were Marmite, but I think the Vegemite you're talking about just putting it on the toast.
Yeah. Okay, so back to the selfie toaster.
Yes.
I think it is quite the height of narcissism lah. If you want to purchase a selfie toaster for the sole purpose of putting your face on the toast set so that you can eat it or get someone
It is quite, right?
Eat me!
But I also think that this is quite the narcissism, because instead of taking a selfie with you to document my wonderful experiences with my co-actor friends, I thought this is a great sort of way to document as well as make a show.
You see, this is a
I'm
documentary.
doing a whole video.
You are documenting something, a conversation that you can watch again, whereas a selfie toaster, you toast your face, then you eat it, and that's it. Nothing else. There's, it's not really a documenting. I mean, I think that this is slightly different, but, while we're on the subject, come, let's take a selfie.
Yes, let's take a selfie. And we can post.
Okay, but I'm so hopeless at this. Okay, here we go.
Anna is very good at...
Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, I look slightly crazy.
Oh, again?
Okay, you know what's narcissistic? Showing you a photo of our selfie.
It's cool. So, speaking of technology, so what's your relationship like with technology? Are you quite a techie, or do you struggle, or do you try your best, or like
I think
where
I'm not a
think?
techie.
Does it get you?
I think that technology is extremely useful, so I fully embrace it. I couldn't tell you why things work, or why a laptop is functioning the way it does. All I know is that if I press these buttons, everything will be fine.
Right. But you are able to press these. I mean, it seems you get by. It seems like it doesn't
totally. I'm not afraid of technology, but I don't have a technical brain, like like the way engineers are, for example. I know I work in radio, and I can produce like audio capsules, for example, put my interviews together.
Right.
But I couldn't tell you the technical side of things, like, sound waves, or all the graphs, or why if I tweak this button, this will happen, or that. But I just know that if I do all of those things will work, and then that'll be good. Yeah, that's
cool. So, you do use things like Dropbox, and like all those things help you out, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And do you use social media for like Instagram or Facebook?
Yep.
Okay, so people follow you and everything.
Yeah, I'm not very big on the tweeting thing. I still haven't really jumped on that
Twitter,
bag. I mean, one thing at a time.
Can we follow you on Instagram? Was it at one point? I remember it was private.
It's still private.
It's still private. Oh, so we
have
cannot
to be good friends before I let you be my Instagram
But Facebook
friend.
can. You have the Gold 90.
Yeah, Gold 90 FM
Denise.
Yeah.
Yeah. So follow her there. I'll put the links and everything. So what's a typical day for you like on radio right now? Is there particular things on? I know on Friday you have. Do you still have Rock Friday?
Oh no, that was something that I used to do.
Right. Yeah, I feel like I'm not seeing much of that anymore. It was really fun. You used to dress up and everything.
Yeah, I used to play a song, and then I would get dressed up according to either the theme of the song, or I would try to look like the artist who it was, behind the song. So I would, it would be like a costume party in the Gold 905 studios every Friday.
But you don't do that anymore. So what's new? What's on the lineup now? So for everybody, if you don't already follow Denise, she's on Gold 90 FM every Monday to Friday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Yeah.
And it's called Lunchtime with Denise? No.
Well, it doesn't have a name. It's just that I'm on, keeping you company from mid-morning all the way through lunchtime. So if you are in a cab, or you you have kind of job that doesn't require extreme concentration, you can have the radio on, then I would say have me on in the office. I promise you I'll play you nice music.
Very good company.
Oh, I do requests and dedications. That's what I love to do. Yeah.
So but there's nothing specific between day to day. I mean, there's no like
well, on Thursday specifically, I have something called Makan Kaki. So I have a panel of a rolling panel of foodie friends who are, I guess, fairly well known in the culinary world, from chefs to cookbook authors to restaurant owners, and I invite them on, and then they're my makan kaki for the week, so they'll tell me where they like to eat, their favorite place for roti john or murtabak or nasi biryani,
Wow.
or where places that you might not have been yourself, and these are people that I guess you can trust with giving a good recommendation for food. So this is what happens every Thursday, a brand new episode.
Nice. So what is we forgot that in that previous topic on
Yeah.
health. What is your most favorite place, if you can recommend one? I know it's going to be a hard question
Oh
for
my
you,
gosh!
okay, two, maybe two. If you have to recommend one that you personally like,
Yeah.
and one that is your favorite from what was recommended to you. One that you've discovered, basically, and then one that was recommended to you.
One that I can tell you, I mean, this is by no means my absolute favorite or a definitive
Just
list.
too many, right?
I really can't. This is a very unfair question. I can tell you that recently a discovery was Loki.
Mhm.
I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but it's on the third floor of Plaza Singapura. It's by the Tonglok Group, but it's kind of kitschy Chinese cuisine. It's modern Chinese cuisine with
Right.
a little bit of a kitschy twist.
Nice.
It's quite a fun little restaurant. It's got cute decor.
Wow.
And if you can imagine, British or American style Chinese food,
Mm-hmm.
it tastes completely
Wow.
different from, like if you go to England or America,
It's
they'll
like-
have takeout, Chinese takeout,
Like
right?
orange, was it or Kung Pao orange?
Yeah,
chicken
or
something?
General Tso or something like that.
Right,
But
yeah.
I mean, it's kind of like a very refined spin on that side of on that type of cuisine. So why I really enjoyed it was because it was surprising. Like I had something called flaming pineapple beef, and they literally brought a whole pineapple to the table and set it
And it
on
was-
fire.
And
it
then
was
the
like,
beef is inside.
and then when you open up this beautiful.
I could imagine all the juices would mix with
Yeah, so the beef was so succulent and tender and flavorful, and then there's bits of peppers and pineapple, so there's like a very, very savory yet sweet, tangy element to
Wow.
it, which I really enjoyed. And they did a really great mala grilled fish as well. So I mean, there were some surprising dishes that were very, very tasty on
the.
the
Wow.
menu.
Okay. I'm so hungry now that
Yeah.
you're talking about.
Okay, we should go.
Okay, we should. And then this was your discovery, right?
Yeah,
Not the
yeah.
recommend. And then
Mhm.
what do you recommend from someone?
Okay, well, one of my makan kaki, Kersito, once told me about chao ta bihun, and that blew my mind because I was like, what is chao ta bihun? Besides the fact that it sounds like you've burnt your noodles. So basically, it is a dry fried vermicelli dish,
Mm-hmm.
but it's fried so crispy in the pan that it becomes almost like a pancake. So the bottom is like kind of toasty and crisp,
Wow.
and it's just delicious. And it's
Really? Does it taste a bit chowta in some?
not really chao ta, but it's got that toasty pan, toasted, caramelized kind of crispy texture and flavor. So
Right.
smoky, but very nice.
And where do you get this?
JB Arming.
Do I have to go to JB?
No.
No.
He came from JB to Singapore.
Oh, okay.
And
okay.
he now is at Lorong 23, I think.
Okay, we can-
Geylang. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. So there's that, but I mean, he has so many other signature dishes. I don't even know where to begin. Deep fried fish skin with this tangy Thai style sauce. He has snake beans with deep fried lotus root chips.
Wow.
So many. But JB Aming is always very tasty, and because it's in Geylang, I think that is an area of Singapore which has a lot of character.
Mm-hmm.
So it's always a good time, and you can go and it's no frills. You don't get dressed up. It's so casual, and you literally eat in the back alley. But the
Wow.
food is so good.
Wow. Is it very busy?
Yeah,
it sounds
generally,
like it's very
generally.
popular. Right?
Yep.
It's good. So check out those places. I will, and we're gonna go to Plaza Sing for
Yes,
more
yes.
of the pineapple beef.
Yeah,
thing.
flaming pineapple beef.
Okay, so moving on to entertainment. Okay, this is just like not on the topic, but because we talked about Wonder Woman just now, I just wanted to know, because while growing up, we're about the same age.
Yeah.
I remember watching a movie called Supergirl. Did you happen to watch that?
Yes.
It's something.
Vaguely,
Okay,
yes.
not completely.
What's her name?
Helen Slater.
Yes, Helen Slater. Yeah.
So I just saw that they're coming out with this series,
Yeah.
Supergirl, and
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just like super excited because I love that movie. I just
Mm.
played it over and over and over again, and Helen Slater plays the mom. in the show of
Oh,
Supergirl.
okay. So
and then,
everything comes full circle.
yeah, and then
Mhm.
Dean Cain
Yeah.
plays the father.
Oh,
So he used to play.
he used to play Superman.
Yeah, so
Right,
there's,
yeah.
and then there's this new girl that she's from Glee. She's one of the newer ones in the new
Okay,
season. And she's
okay.
playing Supergirl. So anyway,
Right.
so I thought, was that something that would be on your list, or are you too busy now watching? What do you watch? What do you watch at the moment?
What do I watch? Oh, good gracious! I spend a lot of time watching home improvement shows and food
Iron Chef
and travel.
America?
Yeah, I watch Iron Chef. I watch Cooking at Cutthroat
Food
Kitchen. I watch.
Cutthroat Kitchen.
Yeah, basically, it's
Sounds like a horror.
it's crazy. Basically, the contestants have to sabo each other. So
What a horrible
and
premise.
to buy a trick to sabo someone else, you gotta pay money. They actually start off with a whole stack of money, $25,000 each. And in order to buy the sabo, they gotta bid for it. And then the other
Wow.
people will have to, depending on the theme of the day. I mean, I've seen some of them, they have to wear like cars and they bump into each other because the cars are then they have to cook.
While
Some of
wearing
them,
the cars.
yeah, or some of them have all their kitchen utensils taken away and they have to make utensils from aluminum foil.
Wow.
I mean, it's ridiculous. So it's quite
That's horrible.
fun.
So
yeah.
Cutthroat Kitchen, and then so what are some of the other things what's the most elaborate sabo that you've seen so far? That it's the car one, is it? Or
Yeah, or there was one where they had to put on these outfits that had kitchen utensils on them.
Uh-huh.
But before they
Sort
can
of like what
use
City did.
yeah, so
Anyway.
before you can use the utensils,
Uh-huh.
you have to walk the catwalk, which is a conveyor belt. So you have to stop what you're doing, put on the outfit, walk the catwalk, pause, and the cameras will flash. Then you can cook, but you maybe have a spatula on your shoulder. Then you have
Oh
to,
my god. So
yeah.
so you do have to have a little bit of a mean streak to
Oh
like
yeah,
this
I mean
show,
the people
right? I
are
mean, it's-
so mean. No, I'm not mean. That's why I watch other people be mean because
Okay.
I would never be able to do it myself.
Mhm. Would you join the show though?
No, I can't cook at the level that those guys can. These are professional chefs, and you have to be professional, I think, because you really are thrown through the. I mean, you're put through the ringer with all the
Right.
tricks and the sabos,
But
right?
but that's also interesting because the debate to me is like, if you're professional, why would you put yourself through this like bit of a
To win
mockery?
the money,
Oh.
because it's $25,000. So it's really
Right.
strategy. Because number one, you have to use your money to bid for the sabos, right? So
Right,
that you can
right.
trick everyone else, so that you have an advantage. So you can kind of carry on cooking while everyone has to deal with whatever horrible things they have lined up for them. There was another one where all their fresh ingredients, because they have a grocery store, and then you can get all your fresh produce, all your ingredients to make the dish, and the dish is stipulated. Today you're going to make tacos or whatever, and then they go and get, and then they start cooking. But then as the cooking continues, then all these different sabos come along the way. So there was one where they had all their fresh stuff taken away, and they had to use a vending machine to buy like
The-
bits and pieces to try and put together
Oh my
a dish.
God.
So
And the vending machine products were not fresh, lah. They
No,
were just,
all
this is
processed
just like
food.
processed food.
So I mean, really
Wow,
challenging
cool.
for the chefs. So I mean, so that's why I say it's strategy. You either try and keep all the money so that you have more money in case you do win, then you get to keep whatever you have. But at the same time, if people are saboing you, you got to sabo them back.
Right.
Otherwise, you constantly be slowed down by all the different things that you have to deal with. So it's a really madcap competition.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm.
Quite exciting, your life.
My
What else do you
life is
watch?
very exciting. I watch a lot of TV.
Anything else you like to recommend and talk about?
Let's see. Last night I watched. I think it's quite an old episode. See, all my TV viewing has got to do with food or travel. So Anthony Bourdain is one of my favorites. He's the guy who wrote Kitchen Confidential, the book. And so before he became famous as a travel and food celebrity, Anthony Bourdain used to work in New York City. Like for 28 years, he worked in all kinds of
Wow.
different restaurants. And then the last place he worked at was, I'm pronouncing this terribly because I don't speak French, Leal, Leshalles.
I speak
Leal.
French, but I can't even.
I think it's Leal.
Leal.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's a steakhouse. And he got famous, so he stopped cooking. I mean, he's been traveling and writing books, right? And being a host on TV. But there was this one episode where he decided to challenge himself. He went back to his old restaurant after 8 years of not cooking.
Wow.
To do a night of service. So cooking on the line like a regular cook and be under the supervision of the executive chef. So this guy's shouting at him, Tony, where's the mussels? Tony, where's the steak?
Did this guy know who he was?
Yeah, totally.
Right, like, this is documented. It was meant to be.
Yes.
Okay.
And he also invited a Michelin star chef, Eric Ripert. I think he's also quite famous. He has a restaurant in New York, very fine dining French establishment. So the two of them got in, like, no airs whatsoever, to be line cooks in the steakhouse in the steakhouse kitchen, and that was very fascinating.
It's all about food. What do you watch mostly? Did you
well,
watch
if I can't
movie?
eat it, I want to watch it.
Right. Did you watch that movie with Helen? Was it Helen Mirren? Something about
100 foot
something steps to the something.
Yes.
Right, you know
What's
which
it
one I'm
called?
talking about, right?
The 100 foot walk. No.
It's about
We have
two
technology.
restaurants.
Yes, it was a French restaurant versus an Indian restaurant, and
Yeah.
how the two owners
Well, competed in a sense,
but also end up, I guess, making peace. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I think there was some kind of love interest thing going on. Right,
100 foot journey. That's
it's just called 100 Foot Journey.
Yes, it's called the 100 foot
And
journey.
basically, they were just 100 feet apart from each other, right? And that's why it's called 100 Foot Journey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. So you watched that?
I haven't.
You
I've
haven't?
been wanting to watch it.
You have to. It's beautiful. It's
I'll tell you, if you
wonderful.
like food movies, you have to watch Chef. Have you seen Chef?
No, I don't really like food movies.
Oh,
but
you
I just
don't?
have to-
I
just
like
happen
food
to watch
movies.
Chef. It's called. Okay, how old is it? Is it?
And no, it's like maybe a year and a half old. Maybe, I can't remember. Maybe it was released 2 years ago.
What's good about it? Why do you recommend it? Because it's about the journey of a
Well,
chef.
it's about a Michelin star chef who loses it, basically, and decides to go on a road trip with his son and his friends, and they get back to why they love cooking. I think that this is a recurring theme in life, right? Like, sometimes you get to a point in life where you go, I don't know why I'm doing this anymore, or you've done something really stupid and you lose your job, and then you have to really go back to basics to rediscover or rekindle your passion or find a new passion. But for this guy in Chef, he rekindles his passion in cooking by going really back to the basics. So he starts cooking on a food truck, and they travel across America, serving up sandwiches and things like that.
I might watch that. It sounds very interesting. I mean, because like it's similar in a sense to acting as well, because sometimes it usually comes down to passion versus, well, I say maybe acknowledgement in a sense. Like, we have our Live Theatre Awards or Oscars, so sometimes it's like people work so hard and they just want that award or they want that Michelin star, but they just forget their passion. So I guess he was going through that, like a bit of a burnout, and then just working for the wrong reasons, maybe.
Yeah.
Sounds interesting.
And also having to deal with, balancing the fact that as a great chef, you want to have creative control, but, in the chef world, the restaurant owner may not be you. You're working for the restaurant owner. So the restaurant owner tells you, I don't want you to do anything innovative. Can you please stick to what the menu says, because this is what my customers like. So don't change anything. Just do the same thing over and over and over again. And I think that's why he also lost it. Yeah. Yeah. And it's the guy who plays the chef is Jean Favreau. Iron Man.
Oh, wait.
Director.
Iron Man was... right.
Yeah. I think he was the director. He may have been the producer too. See, I can't go a single second without referring to Google, right?
Right, while you do that, I'm going to be really random.
Okay.
And
John
surprise you.
Oh. Ah! Okay. Iron Man. Okay, cool. There we go. So, not Favreau, but Favreau. Favreau.
He's not in French. Is he French?
No, he's American.
Okay.
And, he started off in Swingers, if you remember, with Vince Vaughn. And, sorry, this is, like, super self-indulgent, me doing this.
No,
but
we're just being nerdy. This is very cool. So Iron Man had 3 movies, by the way, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah. So I think he directed Iron Man 1 and Iron Man 2.
Oh, and
or
then
maybe
he
he
left.
was in it.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
So he plays the chef.
Yes. He plays the chef. Yeah. So there you go.
Okay. Cool. So let's jump to. I'll ask you about like what books you read later on, but let's jump to Halloween. It's a bit over. It's a bit passé, but I just want to talk about it because I mean I've never actually been to any of the. Well, the biggest event here is probably at Universal Studios, the Halloween event, and I've been very drawn to it. It's just that the idea of being in the crowds kind of like turned me off a little bit, and but I feel like this is such a big thing. It's sold out every year, and people are just buying up tickets and going for it, and it seems like a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Have you been?
Okay, I like to get my thrills in other ways. I'm not that big on Halloween. I like dressing up, but you don't have to wait till Halloween to dress up. So that's why Halloween, if you are waiting all year to just dress up, then that's why it doesn't appeal to me, because I dress up any day of the week, really.
Right. So you've never been no interest.
No, not really. And I'm really quite cowardly in that. I don't like being scared that way. So I wouldn't go to deliberately pay money to go and get like freaked out of my mind by ghouls and goblins and other supernatural things. I would much prefer like just riding on a roller coaster. That's how I get my thrills. Bungee jumping or something, yeah.
Would you try this though? I think they've recently started something new. I think there was one in Mount Faber called Mystery Mansion, and another one in another group set up it's based in a hotel in Changi. I want to say Changi. It's somewhere far out there. Both of these are like escape rooms,
right?
But it's like with a haunted a Halloween theme. So
it's already scary enough trying to escape and not being able to. Then you have like ghosts or whatever chasing you. I think I'll probably pass out and I'll be like in a corner and they'll be like, "Where's Denise? Oh, she's there. She's fainted."
So you haven't. Well, I mean, just the whole idea of escape rooms itself. I also am very interested, but I've never tried out. Have you been to any of those?
No, I think I would enjoy that though. Like, I'm not very good like at strategy. I've done murder mysteries and I'm terrible at it. I love reading murder mysteries, but I'm really bad at like, if you do the like murder mystery weekend and you all have to play a role and then ultimately you have to figure out who was the murderer. I'm not very good with my deductive skill. And it makes you wonder, like, I've spent years of my life reading murder mysteries. How come I'm so bad at it? Like, I can't play Cluedo either. I'm so bad at it.
Really?
Yeah, I can't. I'm just terrible. I just gasak, anyhow. It was Colonel Mustard in the library with the rope and, it's not based on anything whatsoever.
Right.
I'm really bad at that.
I love the premise of it, though.
Yeah.
Did you watch the movie?
Cluedo? No, Clue.
Clue, it's called Clue.
I did.
In America, it's called Clue. In Asia, I think it's called Cluedo. It's the same thing.
Right. Yeah, I think I did, but a long time ago. I can't remember.
I think you would enjoy it. It's quite the
campy, good fun.
Good fun. Okay, so maybe I'll have to wait till next year to check out the Halloween stuff. Are you looking at the question?
I'm not. Okay. I shall avert my eyes.
Before we go into the topic of music streaming, because you're a radio DJ and I want to know about what you think about you are looking through the camera to my...
Is that possible? Your iPad's not transparent.
I would like to talk about the Goodreads app, which I find very useful because I'm a reader too, and you're a big reader, I know.
I am, but I like books.
Okay, so the app is not you don't read an ebook from the app. It's an app that monitors.
Sorry, this is me trying to be all like informed and intelligent, but I'm not. It's just an app. It's not actually an
This
ebook.
is me just like just embarrassing her, just like not even caring how. So so basically it monitors what books you read, what books you want to read, and what books you have read. So it's like a mini collection of everything, and then you hook up with your friends in that network, and you get to see what people are reading. I think. Is this something that interests you? Because I'm always wondering sometimes, like as a friend, I'm like, I wonder what's Denise reading. But then you're not on good apps. Yeah. So I was wondering, would this be something that interests you? If like
yes and no. Let me explain why. Okay. Number one, yes, I think a community of readers is always great, like reading circles. Oprah was right, you know. But at the same time, there's always this creeping suspicion. I think it's anyone who is like a little bit insecure, like, no, they're gonna judge me. They're gonna laugh at me.
I know.
If, for example, I'm reading 50 Shades of Grey, which I'm not. which I am not, but...
Second movie's coming out anyway.
But for example, if I happen to be reading 50 Shades of Grey, it's either you own it and be very proud of it, or you be like a bit, oh, I don't really want my circle of reading friends to be like, why is she reading this? Like, you know what I mean? So
True.
In the app, is it possible to have like privacy settings?
No, you just don't put in the book that you don't want lah. But I'm totally honest, and I think all my like Alfians are probably like he probably thinks very low of me right now because I read, like you see, I read a lot of teen fiction, a lot of Disney. There's this thing called Kingdom Keepers, and I read Vampire, Christopher Pike, and like and you know Twilight and all that. So,
please, I still read my Enid Blyton books. I still read them, you know, Sinclair's, Mallory Towers.
But that at least is more legit now.
I don't know if it's legit. It's like, you know, it's for 9-year-olds, but I still read them. Once in a while, I'll take out my old books.
So you're admitting it here already. You might as well sign on so I can see you and not judge you or not.
No, but you know what I do? I'll tell you what I have. I won't tell because you'll probably see it. No, but what I do, I mean, because there are so many apps, right, and so many things you could possibly use to share your life. And I think that the Goodreads app sounds quite fun, and I think it is possibly something I would use because I do love to read. But when it comes to books, for example, on Pinterest, they have a whole section where you can create whatever topics you want and pin. Pictures and with links. But that's what I do on Pinterest.
Oh, okay.
I actually put. I don't remember what I am on Pinterest, but I know it's not private, so I'm sure you can find me. But so that's what I do. Like if I come across a really like great book that I want to share, then of course the picture of the book cover goes up, and then I'll do a little blurb on what the book is about and why I like it.
That works.
Yeah,
that's good. Okay, cool. So now I know where to find out.
Yes.
What? Without having to ask you directly.
Note to self: update Pinterest. It hasn't been updated in a while.
Okay, now we can move on to the music streaming question. So, I don't know. I mean, what do you think personally of this whole? Because there's so much piracy and everything. So now I think they're trying to combat it with Apple Music and Spotify, and I don't know. There are even radio stations out there, right? Different types of radio stations. So many questions now. How do the radio stations compete with you? Does that take away listenership? That's another whole question. But also, more importantly, I think, do you think this isn't working? What do you feel about this new service? As opposed
I think
to
it's
buying
great.
CDs
I think for the consumer, I think it just gives consumers so much more freedom and choice, right? When it comes to listening to music that you actually like. For someone like me, because I have to admit, quite old school, I think that's why I like to read actual books. I still will look for records, even cassettes and CDs. Of course, my CDs often get converted into
digitized.
MP3s or digitized, and then they get onto my phone or my laptop.
So you personally digitize
but
them.
I
But
literally...
the cassettes, how?
Cassettes, I mean, then you have to listen to it the old-fashioned way with your cassette player.
You can digitize it, you know.
I know, but then that's completely defeating the purpose.
Right.
And taking away the joy of actually listening to a cassette. The sound quality is very different. Just
right.
like listening to a CD or a record is different. But
do they still make them, by the way?
cassettes?
Yeah, players.
Yeah, I think they do. And the cassette players, I think they still might, the small portable ones. The dictaphones, which we used to use for rehearsals before these came about, and we can just record voice memos. But
I was just talking with I don't know who it was. I think Elaine Chan the other day, and she was saying that, was it her? I don't know. I don't know. Well, someone said that Sebastian Tan, who's our next guest, by the way, I haven't revealed this yet, but yes, I think he's our next guest. Yes.
Okay.
He uses the cassette recorder still at rehearsals.
Not
anymore.
Everyone's using these.
Okay.
But he used to.
I used to. I still have it. I still have my tape deck, my double. Can you see my double?
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah. So I still have one as well. Oh my gosh! And do you remember mini discs? Because I still have
I have my mini disc player still.
But those, mini discs were around for like 2 seconds, then they just died, right?
They died.
Nobody
I thought,
were into them.
And then was that before CDs?
No, it was after.
That's probably after, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, CD still stayed on.
Yeah. But anyway, back to the music streaming thing. So I think I think that because I do work in radio, I love the medium of radio. Not because, people rely on radio the way they used to, because I think that, for example, if you wanted to hear your favorite song or the latest song, you'd have to wait and wait with your cassette recorder so you can record your favorite song, right? Or the new release of some artist.
The presenter talks over it, you're like, no!
Yeah, and we call it talking to post because we talk over the instrumentals before the singer sings. Yeah,
I know on your playlist it also shows, because I used to present, and then it shows you how many seconds you have, right? But usually you get the groove of it and you can just talk right up. You can feel it, yeah.
Yeah, I guess, I think that yeah, you're right. So many questions you asked. So let me try and
we only have like
my way
15 minutes left.
Okay, so I think that definitely people listen to music in a very different way now. And if you were to tune into the radio just for music, you would be a very rare creature because you can get your music elsewhere. I think why radio still has a place in this world of streaming music and music that's commercial free, or internet radio stations with no DJs whatsoever, is because I think human beings ultimately are relational creatures. And there's something to be said about hearing a familiar voice who's talking to you, and someone who's local, someone who is actually part of your larger community in Singapore. So we are talking about things that you can relate to, that are happening around you, that may be happening in your neighborhood, or things that you can watch, see, whatever. I mean, whatever topics that we talk about on the radio, we're trying to make a connection. We're trying to make your life better and make you feel happier. And I think that is the difference, I guess, between a radio station that just plays music.
It's true.
Internet radio. Or
I feel like
streaming.
I'm not, even though they may even play music that I specifically like say it's a Broadway radio station, somehow I'm not as drawn to it as a local station. So it's true. I think radio does work more as a localized sort of entity, right?
Yeah, locally, and also because there's a human being who actually cares about you, who's talking to you specifically. So on top of that, yes, we play music and I play requests. So I really am working very hard every day to, I guess, to serve our listeners. And I think that's kind of the difference.
Yeah.
And that's why I love radio. So besides loving music, it's making that daily connection with other human beings who are tuned in. Yeah.
And it's nice because they get, for your particular program, they get to request for songs as well. So yeah. What better way to spend 10 to 2, right?
So I mean, while there is definitely a tension between the two, streaming music services and radio, I still believe there's a place in our current world environment for both entities to exist.
Yeah.
I think that, in terms of consuming music, definitely it's changed. You're not waiting to listen for it on radio. At 12 noon today, Madonna's latest song. I remember it's like when Frozen was going to be released for the very first time. Not Let It Go. This is my age.
Madonna's
thinking.
Frozen.
It's Madonna's Frozen. She came first with that song title. True? So I remember...
So you waited.
Yeah, I remember I was in my car like, oh no, I need to get out of my car, but oh my god, okay, they're going to be playing it in 5 minutes. Okay.
They do announce that they're going to release it, but now they don't anymore because people just like it leaks and then people...
And I mean, even with the music industry, the artists themselves are either leaking it or finding new ways of dropping their songs.
Yeah, I mean,
and videos at the same time. Or
Beyonce's like album and video collection just came out. It's crazy. And then now you can even as a independent sort of music singer-songwriter, you can release just one single at a time.
Exactly.
You don't need to release an album now.
Correct. And I mean, we don't buy albums as much as we used to, because now you can just, for 99 cents, buy one single. And if you like it, that's it. You don't have to... I mean, consumption of music has changed completely, but I like to believe that we are in the generation that kind of straddles the two, because we still have our CDs, right? We still have all our old ways of listening to music, and
Yeah.
sometimes it's nice because you can open up the CD and have the album sleeve and have the artwork and have the
Exactly, yeah,
lyrics, and
that's-
there's something tangible to hold on to. Whereas I guess if you're streaming the music or just buying it off a digital music service, then I don't know.
It's different.
Yeah, call me old fashioned, but there's just it's a difference.
I hear is it called the gramophone? The ones that play record players.
Yeah.
They're coming back. I
Mm.
hear it more and more.
Yeah,
Actually.
totally.
It's coming back. So even the younger generation are finding that because everything's so digitized and it's not tangible anymore. I think we've hit a point where I think the younger generation feels it too, and they want something with flavor. So
Yeah.
it's coming back, which is good.
Yeah, there's always that. I mean, that's what it is, right? When it comes to trends and fashion, even it's always it comes in waves and tides, and it always starts up here. It goes very far away, but it always comes back again. It's kind of cyclical.
But it's sad though. What do you think about record stores? I mean, like CD shops and because Tower Records is gone. The only thing I see around bookshops too, but that's another topic. But is that music, right? That CD shop, right? And it's so sad because I'm like, oh no, I can't do anything to support you because I just generally don't buy CDs anymore. But I like that it's there. I like that I get to see what's there, rather than have to flip through
Yeah, because I mean that was part of the joy of childhood or at least teenhood, was to make that little trip into Orchard Road to your favorite music CD shop, to spend hours, with the little headphones sampling the music.
Yeah,
Then you
yeah.
spend hours poring over all the different CDs, and finally you decide on the one CD you're gonna take home. And you don't do that anymore. I don't think
No.
kids do that
Yeah.
anymore. Listen to us,
I-
old
yeah, I
people
know,
talking about nowadays the children.
The songs that I grew up with, the albums and the cassette tapes that I bought, I know every single song. I know every single lyric. I listen to the tape back through and side A and side B.
Yes.
And now with the new albums, I only know a few songs, and it's
Yeah.
I don't know the songs as well. I can't sing them from heart.
Yeah.
By
And I
heart.
guess streaming services have trained us to be like that as well. We're more selective in terms of, and I guess our attention span also decreases with that sort of service, because
Yeah.
you can just skip, or, don't want the whole album, just want this one song. Yeah, so you never, and I think a lot of musicians also get kind of like, but then you're not experiencing my art
Yeah.
the way it's supposed to, from top to bottom. There's a flow to it, and I really believe there is.
Yeah. It's because every track is carefully selected and put in its place and for the right sort of journey through the. Yeah, it doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah.
I know Madonna's, was it that particular album that she had all the songs sort of flow into each other, right?
Yeah.
Was it the Frozen one?
Can't remember.
Shanti,
remember.
that was the Frozen one. I think, that was the one that had a through flow, which is very exciting.
What was it? What was that album called? Oh my goodness.
Called
Ray of Light?
Ray of Light, yeah.
Was it Ray of Light?
Yeah, Ray of Light.
Okay,
So
not so
anyway.
bad. I know my Madonna. Okay,
Yes, you
yeah.
do. Okay, last thing. We have this. So generally, this is the time where I look at people's questions, but we're not going to do it now because I'm so afraid. There's so many people, and I think we're going to do that in the next episode. I just don't want to be overwhelmed, or maybe just underwhelmed.
Okay.
So I'm going to ask you some questions, but. They do this normally, right? So I'm gonna get you to put on these headphones, right and left. I'm very particular.
This is like Miss Universe, is it? So I'm in the
Yes.
sound. I'm going
So
to
you're
pretend I'm
supposed-
in a soundproof booth
Yes,
right
Princess
now.
Leia. And then I'm going to ask you four.
What? Sorry?
I'm gonna, it's not on yet. I'm gonna ask you 4 questions just for
Okay.
fun, right? So normally I would pick them from the audience, but this
Yeah.
time I have my own.
Okay.
All right. So if you're ready, I will. Oh no! How do I? See, this is the thing about technology. My questions are here, but I want to play the music on another. How do I do
You're
that?
on your own, man.
I know,
No
right?
idea. Press those buttons.
I think okay. Let me memorize my questions first. Now I lost my this is.
Oh, I shouldn't be looking because he's going to ask me questions. Wait, what is this? Is this a quiz? A pop quiz?
No,
is
it's
it
just
general
questions.
knowledge?
It's just questions. Okay. Okay, I'm trying to memorize these questions right now.
So why do I have the headphones on?
So that you have to read my lips. So that
So is this a test of my lip reading
yes,
skills?
it is.
What?
And also your creativity. I mean, you might change my question to the amusement of other people.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so here goes. I'm gonna play the music. I hope it's loud enough.
Okay.
Okay, ready? Okay. Okay, you ready? Where do you host the Subaru Challenge? Where do you host the Subaru Challenge? Did you get...
Are you playing me? Venga boys, what is this? Oh no! Okay. Before I answer your question, I know I'm shouting because the music's very loud. I have to sing the song. Everybody, summertime love. Yeah, me. Everybody,
It's a very
summertime love. Be my lover, be my baby.
Wow, you know the...
Boys. 小杂毛. Okay. Anyway, she's like doing it. Okay, my answer to your question is Ngee City Civic Plaza.
Wow, you got it. Wow.
What?
Great.
Is that right?
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
You asked where do I like shopping, right? I'm just kidding.
Okay.
That's why I host the Subaru Challenge.
Did the music stop?
Yes, the music has stopped.
Okay, I need to go and fish out the next question. It's not supposed to stop. Okay, I'll do it better next time.
Okay.
Okay.
Do I get a new song or is it the same one?
The same song. Okay, here goes. Which musical do we play twins in? Which musical do we play twins in?
I have no idea what Dwayne just asked me.
What do you think I said?
I saw him say which musical. Okay, so never mind. I'll just answer the question. Beauty World, cha.
No, I'll say it louder. Which musical did we play twins in?
Not Beauty World, cha. We were in Beauty World, cha together in 1998. I have to say, but
there's a new one coming up. But we were in
the 1998 one, the 10th anniversary of Beauty World.
Yes.
And then we were in the 20th anniversary of Beauty World.
That's how old we are.
In 2008.
And now we're too old to be in the 25th anniversary.
No. Let's not say that. We were 8 when we did, the 10th anniversary.
We're only whatever.
Let's not do the maths, okay? Let's just not go. Okay, but anyway, so Hansel and Gretel.
Okay, yay!
Wild Rice Pantomime.
I didn't ask you which musical did we play husband and wife in, right?
Did we play? Oh gosh. Yes, we did.
We did.
Oh
and
my gosh.
Brother and sister in Heartland Hubby as well.
Yes.
We worked so much together.
We have, indeed.
Okay, last question to wrap it up. We've got 3 minutes.
Thereabouts.
Okay, wait,
Good
let me
time
find the question.
keeping skills.
Okay, where's the... what's her name? Sabrina?
Sabrina.
Okay, last question. What is your radio time slot?
I'm really bad at this lip reading, clearly.
Okay, you can read my lips through the... What is your radio time slot? I like that. I like how he leaned in.
I think you asked me what is my radio time slot. Is it?
Not bad.
I'm on Gold 905. Sounds good. Feels good. And you can tune in Monday to Friday, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
She's not that bad.
Is that right?
I'm just talking. I can say anything about her. She won't know what
No idea what. I'm just singing along to Sabrina.
All right, you can get rid of this.
Boys.
Okay, Denise.
Are you ready for my love?
I stopped it. That was too much fun, but that's good. Thank you so much,
You are
Denise,
welcome.
for coming on
You are
and
welcome.
making the first episode happen.
Yay!
Eventually, maybe we'll even get to have Denise back if we continue into season 2.
Hopefully.
This is just season 1,
Is anyone still watching? Are you still out there, people?
Yes, there are people.
Yeah.
All right, so tell everyone about the show if you enjoyed it. Thanks for spending this hour with us. And thank you again, Denise, so much for
Yay.
she's going to be actually a few of my guests are going to be in Crazy Christmas next.
Yes,
right?
a ground nutcracker.
And of course, if you didn't already know, Denise is one of the dim sum dollies.
Yes.
And they will be featured definitely. Can you tell us just before we go, just anything? Do you know anything about what's?
Not a lot. It's all been very secretive, but of
rehearsals
course,
haven't started yet.
Yeah, rehearsals will be starting very soon, and I do know that we're gonna revive and maybe revamp some of some of the favorite skits and songs from previous Crazy Christmas, but it's not just a best of. There's going to be whole new material. There's obviously, different songs, lots of beautiful harmonies by groups, solos, and then there are funny skits. And because it's called A Ground Nutcracker, it's based on, the Nutcracker, the ballet, the Christmas ballet. So I think we are going to attempt
doing some ballet.
to do an homage, if you will, to the Nutcracker. But that's why it's called a ground Nutcracker, because it's Singaporean. Yeah.
Okay.
Hand brand peanuts. No.
Awesome.
And we all get to wear leotard and tutus and stuff like that. And
I look forward to that.
It's going to be a song and dance extravaganza with lots of, Christmas time warmth. And so if you want to, find something fun, a little Christmas variety show, catch it. Esplanade Theatre, 9th to the 19th of December.
Wow. Yeah, and if you want to find out more about other events that are happening as well, including this event, I have on the page, there's an events page which features all the local productions, all of the stage productions that are playing here in Singapore. So you can have a look at that that section of the page. Anyway, thank you so much again, Denise.
Thank you.
We'll see you next time. Thank you for joining us. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, cool. We'll just stop this. Very homemade. I have to reach over.